Hello, this is CurtisCroweThePhotoPro here, and today we're going to talk about the 70-200 Canon L Mark II version of the lens with the additional stabilizer here. So I did rent this from Borrow Lenses, and I did a wedding with it. And I want to go over a little bit of the features. The build construction on this is phenomenal. This is a weatherproof seal on this, so if it rains, you don't have to sweat at all as long as you have a 5D Mark III or Canon 7D, something that's weather resistant too, or weatherproof as well. What we have here is a minimum focusing distance. We have the 1.2 meter option or the 2.5 meter option. This is for faster autofocusing. It's because your autofocusing rail here, meter, won't go to certain numbers when it goes to focus. That'll save you some time on the focusing speeds. And then you got your autofocusing mode and manual focusing mode, along with your stabilizer on or off, and then you have stabilizer mode 1 and 2. Stabilizer 1 is your basic stabilizer, where stabilizer 2 will stabilize your panning abilities. As you see here with the ultrasonic motor on here, it's very quick. This thing snaps right into focus every time. What we have here is we have a collar. Allows you to mount your tripod to it, and it's got a dot here and a little line here. You match up the lines with the collar, and you can put that on your tripod. I like to put it on my monopod because it gives you a lot more stabilization, and it'll really help you in low light situations while still giving you quite a bit of portability. And overall, I was very happy with this lens. The stabilization on this lens is phenomenal. Really next level stuff, because if you are used to like $1,000 lens, even if it has image stabilization, it's not quite as good as this. I believe one of the numbers I saw online was 4 stops of extra stabilization, but I'll verify that and correct that on the screen if that is not true. I usually use prime lenses, but when I'm on a wedding, I like the ability to shoot with a zoom lens because it gives me a lot more versatility when I'm on the job. And the sharpness for this lens, for not being a prime lens, is really top notch. Now the current price for this lens is displayed on the screen. There's also a link in the description if you're interested in buying this lens. I highly recommend it. I use it on every wedding, and it's worth every penny. I've used the dumbed down versions too, and the 2.8 with the IS, it's just the way to go. Definitely worth every penny, and it's definitely worth the extra investment. I'll have sample images, a link to sample images, along with another video that'll give you sample images from this lens. If you have any questions about it, leave a comment in the description. I'm pretty good at answering all my questions on the description page. As always, this has been Curtis Crowe, the Photo Pro, and as I always do, toodles. So that's what we're actually photographing. 3/20th of a second, f/16 at ISO 100. This is my first time doing a sunrise. The difficult part about how your camera processes your RAW file. A lot of us think, yes, RAW files. It's exactly what the sensor sees and nothing. Now, this isn't something I recommend doing on an import as much as right before you export.